There is something inside of this box that I never, ever thought that I would see here in my studio. Never. Hey there, I'm Dan, the self-proclaimed Lonely Rocker. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yes, as I said, hell has frozen over. There's something inside of this box that I never dreamed would be here in the studio. Not because I didn't think I could attain it, because I thought I didn't want it. But there's a very specific reason why this thing in this box is now here in my studio. First, I'm going to reveal what it is. And second of all, well, I'm going to tell you why it's here in the first place. Anyways, why don't we open the box to see what's inside? And to do that, well, if you followed my unboxings, it begins and ends with I don't know how many times I can get dramatic about a stupid little knife, but let's get to this. All right, this box is sealed up really nicely. Boxes from overseas, from this particular country, I've noticed just come wrapped and wrapped and wrapped in tape. I don't even know where to start. So, well, let's be very delicate, because if whatever's inside is fragile, we don't want to damage it. So I think I found the seam here. Just get it open. My goodness. Purple Blade, you got your work cut out for you today. One of these days I'm going to have a live stabbing in the middle of my videos. Who invented unboxings anyways? Ooh. Purple Blade, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, even though it's open, it's still not coming out easy. Why do you watch unboxings anyways? I have no idea. It's like the most boring content ever. I'm a dumbass opening boxes. That's why I've been speeding up a lot of this. Ready? There's a computer inside of this box, and the type of computer in here, not necessarily the brand, we're going to talk about that in a second, but the type of computer in here I never thought I would see here in my studio. Hey, this is future me, about 4 minutes in the future, as I interrupt my rambling with the unboxing to tell you that this is a Kreative Devices Notebook Pro G16. Kreative Devices, link in the description. And now let's get back to my rambling. Let's get it out of the box and I'll tell you everything I know about it. Got a power cord. Another box with other goodies inside. Some kind of cool feeling, cool fabric here, felt. Maybe that's packing material. Maybe it's a mouse pad. I don't know. Huh. Well, clearly we have a laptop in here. But there's something very cool about this laptop. Ready? Ta-da! Yes, custom engraved or printed. Now, this obviously is a PC. Yes, that's a dirty word around these parts. I have been a very loyal Mac user for probably over 25 years, but I really needed a PC. And the main reason is that I want to build a really robust TONEX tone model capturing setup. There's a bit of a challenge with those of us on Macs who are working with TONEX. Now, the software works, everything works wonderfully well, but when we're creating tone models, there's a process where we have to render the tone models. Like there's like a standard and an advanced, and the advanced being the highest quality. That's the quality that I certainly want to create. A lot of guys who are making tone models want to create the best quality possible if we're sharing it on the tone.net, that sort of, you know, AMP modeling ecosystem. Not AMP modeling, we call them tone models. Anyways, there's a bit of a bug, call it a bug, is that Apple does not grant proper access to the GPU on M1 machines that's required to speed up the rendering. It's a problem that IK Multimedia has, but it's not just IK Multimedia. Apple is a very closed network, a closed system, and unless you have some special access to certain features of the computers, you just can't get in. So it's got to the point where I just love creating tone models and I want to build up a library. I want to be able to offer it to a number of you. And it became clear that I needed to get a PC because the same process is supposed to be a lot faster on a PC. So Kreative Devices, taking a while to mention their name, I think I just did. They make some really affordable but really great, powerful production machines. These are graphical machines. So I want to give you all the details about this particular device. Of course, we're going to crack this thing open in a future video. And like I said, I'm going to be building my new TONEX rig. So we're going to compare the stats and how long it takes to create tone models on my M1 Max Studio versus this beautiful machine. But why don't we check out the specs of this laptop? I'll get into more specifics when I do a full video, but this Kreative Devices Notebook Pro G16 is quite a beast. It boasts an Intel i9 14-core 20-thread high-performance processor with boost up to 5 GHz. The NVIDIA RTX 3060 graphics card can handle up to 8K when editing video. It has 64 GB of RAM and 2 TB of SSD storage. Kreative Devices offers custom etching or printing so you can personalize your computer. And with prices that will surprise you, you will get a high-performance production machine that can handle your toughest media production needs. So on first look, I'm really loving the whole aesthetic of the Notebook Pro G16 from Kreative Devices. I really want to thank Kreative Devices for having a little faith in the channel here, wanting to partner up with me and do some testing to see what we can do. They have a lot of confidence in their devices. I love their creativity. I mean, they're great looking machines. The fact that you can get the custom engraving on here. And honestly, for the amount of features inside of this computer, the processing power, the GPU and everything here, which should suit me very well for my needs, these computers come in at a pretty reasonable price. You can do the price comparison yourself. I'm going to put a link in the description to check out Kreative Devices. They've got all sorts of different products there and good swag too. You may see a little bit of that on the channel now and then. I want to thank them for sending over some really cool stuff. But the proof will be in the pudding. As I said, I'm going to be doing a whole dedicated video on this computer. We're going to run some tests and mainly, like I said, setting up my new TONEX tone modeling capture rig with my first PC here in the Lonely Rocker studio. So I got to shake off sort of what were negative vibes, because I'm actually pretty excited about this machine, because really it's all about the efficiency and what the equipment can do for us. These are tools. So I'm really excited to see what this can do. Anyways, if you have any thoughts, any questions, that's what the comment section is for. But if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And while you're down there, well, I have talked about TONEX and capturing and all that. Well, I'm going to put a video here if you want to check it out. And remember, you don't need a band to rock and roll. And I'll catch you in the next one.